For some reason, the LinkedIn got disconnected at the last second. Welcome to the Tuesday night live Q&A. Hopefully, I'll get some people on here. If not, I get an early night. It is Tuesday, right? Okay. Hopefully, maybe I'll get an early night. Get out of here. Oh, lucky 13 for me. Okay. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope we're all having a good time. And it's a nice Tuesday. I hope the studying's going well. Stephanie, welcome. Thank you. And Donna, welcome for joining the videos, joining the memberships. Remember, so if you do this series, so Donna, you'll love the option stuff. Young OG, how we doing? Boom, boom, boom. I love it. Someone's very happy, I think. Someone is done, right? Young OG has nothing left to do. How many tests did you have to take, Young OG? How many tests did you have to take? Okay. Abby Elkins, how are you? Someone's extremely happy. I'm going to miss you, Young OG. I'm going to miss you. Ivy, how are you? Okay. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Done, done, done. How great does it feel to be done? 4 exams she took. Okay. Oh, Josephine, so close. So close. Okay. Chris, how are you? So, Josephine, so how'd you feel during the test? Okay. Okay. Boom. Okay. SIE 663 life. So now the next thing is, let's go for the 7. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get a 7. Mandy, how are you? I saw you 2 days ago, right? Or a day ago, maybe 2 days. Okay. Oh, Josephine. Okay. We know not to do that next time, right? Okay. We'll make sure we don't do that next time. Okay. Sarah J. Yeah. So here's the thing, Josephine. What happens is people don't trust themselves. Well, thank you, Young OG. I love it. I'm so happy that you're going to do that. That's why I try to do those little videos where I talk about. I just did the video on what I think the Fed might do because they have a real tough problem now. Okay. Okay, Benito. Okay. Boom. Okay. Don't know. You don't want to get depressed over this shit, right? It's not worth it. Don't do that. Do not get this. As I say, this test is not your life. Becky, how are you? Boom. Okay. There you go. Okay. Becky, how's the options going? Okay. Regina, I know you're going to nail it. Okay. Hold on. Let me get Aiden. How are you? Hold on. Where are you? I want to get to finish it with Josephine. Okay. Yes. So, okay. So that's fine. But if you change your answers, right? Lisa, okay. Don't worry about, we're going to get through this. All right. Again, short-term problem, kid. Short-term problem. Okay. Josephine, so just what you should do is right now take the day or so, take a day or two off, maybe Friday. I know you are, Sarah. You're going to nail it. I know you are. Okay. You are going to, I want you to take a few days off and then just start reading the book again. Okay. That's the easiest thing to do. Okay. A couple of things, guys. If you want to take the SIE exam, the Series 7, the 6, I'm answering questions on all of this. The SIE exam, the Series 7 exam, the Series 6 exam, the Series 63 exam, the Series 65 exam, and the Series 66 exam. All of those questions, okay. Oh, got it. Okay, so that's fine. Now, I hate when they jump back and forth, but that's fine. So just make sure you read the book. Boom. Tim, I love it. Tim, you haven't, you took it yesterday. How'd you do the test? Boom. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I love it. That's awesome. I'm telling you, I agree. I think my option stuff makes everyone wish the entire test was options. If you guys are looking for free stuff, right? You got Basic Wisdom, Brandon Rinth over Basic Wisdom. You have Notman's putting out some good stuff, more and more and more. Okay, they're on LinkedIn, they're on Instagram, they're not on Facebook yet, but they're on TikTok, and I think they're just hiring a brand manager. So I think you're going to start seeing more of them. I love it. Okay, if you need tutoring, I'm here to help you. I got series7exam.org. Okay, that's my website. I'm busy, but sometimes I'm a little too expensive, and I get that because I'm greedy. Go check out. You can check out Michael Weiss at series7examtutor.com. Great tutor, especially for the 65, 66. Okay. He also helps me on the Facebook groups. Now, remember, guys, we have 2 Facebook groups, totally free, great, private, all this shit. Everyone, give Tim props because he nailed the exam. He was in our group on Sunday night. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. I think we did options later, and then we did the other stuff. And I'm telling you, if we do the options shouldn't be all that hard, okay? Everyone's afraid of them, but if you learn them the right way, then that you should wish the entire test was options, because there's a number there and you can work through it and stuff like that. But go check out Facebook. We got the FINRA exam prep group that's really good. There's almost, I think, 4,000 members, and I swear to God, I think 400 or 500 of them. There's definitely times where I see 900 people hitting a post or something like that. It's crazy. Okay. You can always get help from other people. That I'm on there. Michael's on there sometimes. There's a lot of people on there giving like advice, and a lot of people just helping each other. I just let this shit run, and because they'll help each other. They have a lot of people who pass the exam and just want to give back. It's really awesome. Plus, we have the Series 65, 66 exam group, which is the same thing. It's a little smaller, 2,000 people, obviously, and they're there. Now, the other thing, anyone who hasn't done it yet, this is free. If you see the thing going across my bottom, this is a coalition, and we're actually doing a few cool things that I can't talk about yet. We're trying to change the industry a little bit. That we're trying to push on FINRA. Their membership's getting bigger and bigger. It's a free membership now for like another 6 months. Then if you join now, it'll never cost you a dime. We created this coalition strictly to help the investors, the people who work in the business, back office, front office, IARs, the registered reps, everyone, the margin clerks, everyone, not the firms. This coalition is strictly a bunch of resources. We have about 4 or 5 lawyers on there that'll give you some advice, not charging by hour, just giving some advice. I got me on there. There's a lot of people on there who help you. Like I had one girl who called and said one of the people she was hiring had a misdemeanor joyriding thing from like 15 years ago, but it was expunged. And does she have to disclose that? And I said, well, it's expunged. Technically, you don't have to. But I hooked her up with the FinPro, and I think they gave her an answer, helped her out. And we go from there. It's really good stuff. Okay. It's really good stuff because we're trying to help people, not the firms. The firms have enough of their shit. So this is really just a bunch of people trying to help out, and it's free. So that's the website going across the bottom. If you think you want to join. If not, it's free. And then you can always, basically, you can ask confidential questions. It doesn't get out. We go from there. Okay. And again, there's a couple things we're trying to do to change the way they do the licensing and stuff. Really pushing hard on that. Okay. Let's get on to some questions. Okay. Also, don't forget, I have memberships. These memberships are great while I'm looking for questions. Okay. Benito, we're going to talk. Okay. Hold on. Robert. Boom. I love it. I didn't get to that. Robert, this way you don't have to stay on forever. He nailed the 65. He was part of the groups all the time. The subscription, that was the membership thing that I was talking about. We meet every Sunday night. Okay. For which link? Ivy, I don't know which one tell me which one I sent. Okay, I don't know that. Okay. Yes, Jane, I can talk about that basics. I do have a good video on it, but I can talk about it. I can go over some basics on it. So yes, Robert, I'm so happy for you. You're done now, right? It's nice to be done. Really? Okay. 100% nice to be done. Okay. Now, so yeah, Benito, don't sweat this shit. Okay. Do not let this shit get in your face. Okay. This shit doesn't run you. Whether you pass or fail, if you pass, it doesn't make you a great person. And if you fail, it doesn't make you a horrible person. Okay. Okay. Did it make, that's awesome. So, right. So that's the one thing I tell everyone before you hit submit, just go back and check the first 5. I think even Tim said he did it. Because that's when you're like not in the zone yet. So, okay. So Benito, how are you studying now? And Ivy, let me know. Either if you email me, I think you have my phone now, but if you email me, boom, okay. Yeah, Glady, I think I do. I think I did a quick and dirty retirement one. I think it's in there somewhere. I'll put it into the 66 thing, but it might be in the Series 7 playlist, but it's the same stuff. Benito, don't worry about this, okay? It's a short-term problem. I know you did it last August, but let's get on it, okay? Let's get on the reading and stuff like that. Okay. Got it. Okay. How are you feeling? So today's Tuesday. You're going to take tests up until when? Yes, up until Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and then no tests on Thursday. You can do a couple quizzes, but no tests on Thursday. Benito, that's awesome. That's what I want to hear. We'll go diving into it, right? Okay, good. Now, taking a test Friday, I think that works. And guys, anyone who's on Facebook, I think that part of it got delisted or whatever. I gotta reconnect. I may even buy a new vendor. Who knows? Okay. So now, Sarah, how are we feeling about this? Okay. How are we feeling about the test? Remember, Thursday is for adding knowledge, not testing. Good, we got it. I know you got it. Positive vibes only. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. There you go. I agree. Get this stuff done and then take the 7 and move on. Okay. But yeah, but what was it for? Was it for an exam or was it a link for something? I don't remember. Okay. Becky, how are the options? For the SAE, they're not so bad. Okay. So remember, I have the videos on that. They're not the paid ones. Remember, guys, my membership stuff, yeah, it's for anyone, but don't pay anything. There's nothing you need to pay for the SIE or even the Series 6. Everything I do is free for the 6 and the SIE. But I'm going to rip the 7 people off. No, I'm kidding. So I hope remember the options are very simple on the SIE. They're not very hard at all. Okay. Regina, we're going to get this. Okay. 100%. Third time is absolutely the charm. Yeah, we're going to be fine. So how close did you get the other times? Okay. How close did you get? Okay. Okay. Boom. I love it. Okay. I wish I could remember what it was. I'll have to figure out what I sent. Maybe Ivy, if you're in the thing, Facebook group, post a message to me in there, and I'll try to figure out what I said. Okay. Okay. Ooh, Abby. Hope you're still on here. That's awesome. So really, no test tomorrow. You're done for test. Get some sleep. How you feeling? Guys, and anyone taking the 7. So this is for Sarah and for Abby. Anyone taking the 7 in the next few days before Thursday, because I have the live on Thursday, please read customer accounts before you go in. Okay. Robert, I don't disagree. I mean, really, you're talking, even if it's options, it would be $50 a month. That's $8 a lesson. It's freaking cheap as hell. So a lot of people. It's funny. I have so many people signing up. What are you saying, Sean? You want to know what the best vendor is? We'll talk about it. Okay. So taking the 7 on Thursday, I am telling you, anyone taking the 7 in the next few days, make sure that you read customer accounts the day before, the morning of. It's just easy points, right? It's easy points that you don't want to give up. Just the thing. Okay. Boom. Okay. And Lisa, okay. So what are you going to do? Don't worry about it. Don't sweat this shit. It's a 30-day problem in a 20-year career. Sound like I'm saying a cliche. Okay. Okay. I think you're right there, Abby. You're right there. But read customer accounts. And remember, I'm going to get to you, Lisa. But get to look, if it's options and margin and mathy stuff that held you down. Okay. Redina, serious study level is the Sunday meetings. Don't go higher than that, because the higher than what is options, and you don't want to do that. Okay. So yeah, the 20, I think it's $24.99 or $25. Yeah, I tried to change it. I can't raise it, so we're stuck with it. Okay. So that'll be it's like the Costco hot dogs. The price is never changing. Okay. So Lisa, first take a day or 2 off. Don't sweat this shit. Remember, it doesn't define you, right? So don't just take a couple of days off, then go back to reading. Is he still on? Oh, March Madness. Oh crap! I usually wait till like the last freaking second to submit. My son-in-law runs a thing, and I gave it to him. The deadline's at noon. I gave it to him like 11:45, and he was typing it in, and he missed the last one, and I had Duke or something like that, and he missed it, and because he missed it, I didn't make any money. The year before I won the March Madness, and this year I missed it because I missed getting money because he couldn't get it in there. So now my deadline is like Wednesday afternoon because I wait till the last second. Okay. And I told him I just picked the teams with the prettiest colors and we go from there. Okay. No, that's not how I do it. I use a lot of analytics and I should use ChatGPT to figure it out. Now, so here's the deal on this, because I go on rants and stuff like that. What I want you to do, read the customer accounts again, Sarah. I'm going to keep on your mouth. Yes. You got to read it the day of or the night before so that it's fresh in your head. Right? Okay. My grandson, every time he hears something, he goes, I hear something in my ears. Okay. 68% is close, but here's the thing I tell everyone. Do not act like you only missed by 4. So guys, anyone who fails by a couple points, do not act like you only missed by a couple points. You can't do that. You have to act like you missed by 30 points. Okay. That's the deal. You have to act like you missed by 30 points. If you get it, or 32. So this way you cover everything. Because this is my thing on this. And I just did a video on it. From 0 to 60 is one level of hurt. Okay. There's one level of pain to get there. from 60, it's harder to get from 60 to 72 than it is to get from 0 to 60. Okay. So that it's like going uphill. So yeah, if you get in this thing, that's why I say read the book again. Okay. That's why I say read the book. I had one guy in Reddit was like, no, I think you just do the chapters your weekend. Yeah. You know what happens when people do that? They come to me and they have to pay me hundreds of dollars an hour to pass the exam. So my goal is I want to be so good at this on the lives that you put me out of business. Okay. No, don't put me out of business, but I want that. I want that for you guys. So now, Lisa, take a couple of days off, start reading the book. Spend the first 8 to 10 days reading the book. That's all you should be doing. Okay. Josephine, that's fine. You could probably get that out in probably 2-3 weeks. You can probably bang that out. But remember, focus on reading first. Focus on reading. 24th. Yeah, you got to spend at least 2-3 days just banging through the book. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's perfect. Okay. But I have that's so I'm going to talk about it a little bit here. So on the SIE, if I'm long stock, I own stock, I want it to go up. What am I afraid is going to happen? I'm afraid that the stock is going to drop. Okay. I am afraid that the stock's going to drop. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Tracy, we're going to get to that. So if you're afraid it's going to go down. So if you own stock, if you bought stock at 50 and you're afraid it's going to go down to 30, right? So if you bought stock at 50, you're afraid it's going to go down to 30, okay? Lisa, boom, we're going to get it. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you're afraid it's going to go down to 30, so what do? You buy a put so that even if it goes down lower, you still can sell it at the higher price. Just throwing it out there, okay? So I'll work on it tomorrow on the Edward Jones thing, but we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, so let me get on this a little bit. Okay, so now, so understand, so I have a video on it called Fundamental Analysis. I'll put the link, but we're going to talk here. So, fundamental analysis is looking, okay? Fundamental analysis, okay, is when you're looking at the actual company, okay? You're looking at the actual company, okay? You're ripping apart the balance sheet. You're ripping apart, where am I with this? Oh, yeah, we're good. Oh, YouTube Studio. Let me get in here. You're looking at the balance sheet. You're looking at earnings per share. You're looking at PE ratio, stuff like that. Okay. You're not looking at where are we? Oh, there it is. Okay. You're not looking at the trading stuff. You're just ripping apart the sheet. You're trying to rip apart the here we go. You're trying to rip apart the balance sheet, look at the actual company. There. So that should help a little bit. That's the fundamental. Okay. So now for Jane, but understand. So now that I'm not distracted, fundamental analysis is I'm looking at the company. I'm looking at the balance sheets. Okay. And I'll work on that. So EPS, you're looking at the balance sheet. You're looking at the P ratio. You're looking at all the ratios of the company. You're looking at the competitors, stuff like that. Then on technical, you're not looking at any of that shit, any of that stuff. So for the SIE, the 65, 65, 66, and the 7, you're looking at, so the technical is going to go a little deeper, but you're looking at like support, resistance, trading volumes, daily averages. You're looking at certain like trends, patterns, stuff like that. Okay. You're looking at overbought. If it's too high, I think it's going to go down. You're looking at the prices way more than you're looking at the actual company. Okay. So you don't even care what the company is. Okay. All you care about is that you're whiteboard. There it is. All you care about is where it's trading. Is it near support? Is it near resistance? And remember, support is the bottom. So if it gets down to the support level, it's probably going to be going up. Okay, you probably think it's going to go up. If it hits the resistance level up here, it's probably going to bounce down. That whole video should cover it. So I'm trying to get this whiteboard up so I can talk about the earnings per share when we need to. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me go on. Okay. Yeah, Farahana. Yeah, sure. Okay. Radina, don't sweat them too much. They're not going to kill you. Okay. Okay. Let me catch up to where I am. Again, Tim, I am so jacked for you, my man. You're probably gone now, but I'm so jacked for you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I do have retirement account videos. I will work on that link while I'm doing this. Okay, good. I like you reading the book. Yeah. So Josephine, first thing you do, I think I said it. Read the book cover to cover. If it's STC, get through it real quick. Okay, good. So Tim, I am jacked for you. So now, if you have questions on the 66, but I think you're a little earlier. But okay, that's good. Oh wow, that's awesome. Those are great scores on Kaplan. Absolutely. Okay. I don't disagree with you. Okay. So now here's the thing. So we're taking the 7, and I'm going to get to the girl talking about MPV and present value. I think it's a girl. I can't remember. No, I know Regina is, but somebody else mentioned it. Okay, so now, Sean, if you're taking on the 7, there's 3 good vendors. If you're paying for it yourself, it's either SEC. Here's the thing: Achievable, STC, and Notman. Those are the best 3. Because if you're going to buy Kaplan, might as well just buy Notman. Because there's a Kaplan. They use Kaplan questions, so it's great. But then, okay, but here's the deal on this. They have a lot of good supplements, and the teachers are really good. Okay. They have 2 really good teachers. I think you can call them all the time. That's the thing. So I think Kaplan you can call, but you're not going to get a person. And I do think with Notman, you will get in touch. Same with STC and Achievable too. I think you can reach out to Brandon. They have a forum that you can do. Plus, we also have the Facebook groups, right? But it's Achievable, STC, and Notman are all solid. Notman's really good too. Notman's really good for they have a lot, like I said, they have a lot of videos, and they will answer the questions are good. They have a lot of supplements, and the teachers are pretty good. Okay. I like Achievable. Here's the one thing I like about Achievable though. The questions are okay, they're good, but they look different, right? They explain shit better than anyone else. There's no one out there that explains stuff better than Achievable. It's just the way it is. Okay. And STC is just like right there. Okay. Okay. You're right there. So you're right there. Okay. You have to let 69. That's pretty good. Just keep working on customer counts. I swear to God it'll help. And look at your scores. If your lowest score, right? So if your lowest score is like options or margin, then you're probably fine. Okay. If your lowest scores are options or margin, you're going to be fine. Okay. I'm getting the retirement thing while we're talking. Okay. The person who asked about retirement, here's my retirement quick and dirty. Boom. In there. Okay. Now let's roll down. Catching up. Okay. Okay. Now, it's going to make you guys feel good. Okay. Abby, our margin's barely on the exam. You might get a couple easy questions. It's the margin ones are super easy, and the vendors go really hard on them. The margin stuff is not going to be hard at all. Okay. The margin is going to be, if you even get a question, it's very straightforward, mostly asking about SMA and maybe minimum equity or minimum maintenance. That's about it. Okay. Not hard. And even if they are hard, there's only 1 or 2. It's not enough to kill you. Okay. Present value, future value, NPV, DCF. Okay. So before I do that, I'm going to bring up. Oh, come on. Really going to make me do this? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Going to make me redo my password while I'm doing this. So can't just get a whiteboard, huh? Okay. Good thing I'm not sharing the screen and you get to see my password. Not that it matters. Just see nothing. I got nothing to hide. Update password. Good. Sign into Zoom. I hate when they make you do it and then they make you sign in again. Okay. Now we got a whiteboard. So we're going to have a little fun with NPV and present value. Okay. Boom. Okay. Good. Okay. Ben, we'll talk. Okay. We'll definitely talk. So now, let me get this out and I'll share screen. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying in no way, shape, or form am I saying the exam's easy, but it's much more straightforward. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen in a second. So we're going to start with earnings per share. So this is the thing. The vendors love to complicate the shit, but it's not that bad. Okay. So let's say you have 1,000,000 shares in earnings. Okay. Let me make this smaller. So you have 1,000,000 shares in earnings. Okay. And then you have 500,000 shares outstanding. Okay, so let me make that bigger. Okay, you should read that. So we have 500,000 shares outstanding. Okay. So now we have $1,000,000 in earnings. Let's put a big old dollar sign here so we know that we made $1,000,000 in earnings. Okay. This is not brain surgery. Now, all earnings per share is earnings where are we? Where's my string? Oh well. So earnings that divided by the number of shares outstanding. This is $1,000,000, and we have 500,000. Oh my God, 500,000 shares outstanding. A million divided by 500,000 is $2. So that means our earnings per share is $2. Okay, it's that simple. But I'm going to add one. So now I'm going to add one. Okay, the 66. I would read. That's not one chapter. I'd watch it quick and dirty, but I would probably read the reg sections if again, whatever the reg section that turned. Oh, investment vehicles. That's where people get hurt. Okay, now, so this is the earnings per share. Now, the one thing they could do, and I doubt they will, is if they say there's also $100,000 worth of preferred shares. Okay, they may do it. Okay, they could do it. $100,000 worth of preferred dividends. Hold on, preferred dividends. What you have to do first is subtract the dividends that you pay from the earnings. That's the only curve they can throw at you. Okay. So then that's going to be 900,000. And you guys can do the math. I'm not going to do it. So then my earnings is 900,000. We took the earnings out of we took the dividends out of the earnings. So it's preferred only. You don't have to do the common. So remember, EPS is actually earnings available to common divided by outstanding shares. Okay. So it's going to be 900,000 divided by 2, whatever the hell that is. I'm not going to do the math. I'm set up with calculators. And that's going to be earnings per share. That's how you do earnings per share. The only thing they can throw at you is like, let's say they issue more bonds. Okay. That's going to reduce this more. So it's going to lower your earnings per share. If they buy back shares, that means they're going to be like treasury stock. There's going to be less. So maybe if they buy them back, maybe there's only 250,000 left. Then it's 9 divided by 250 grand. So that's going to go up. So if they buy back stock, that's going to increase your earnings per share. If they issue more, it's going to lower it. If they issue bonds, it's going to lower it because there's less money to go out. That's all. Not going to go crazy on that. Now, NPV present value. So let's talk about that for a second. Hope that helped a little bit. Now, I got to make sure nobody else is talking on there on the Facebook. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, not going to be a lot of Facebook people here because it got delisted. So that's why my numbers are whatever they are. Okay. So now, good. I'm glad that helps a little bit. Okay. Now, when we talk about this, see, I like using whiteboard. My ugly ass face isn't on the screen. Good. Good. Now, where am I? Okay. So this one's going to be for anyone taking the 7 of the SIE. Okay. Abby, like one question max. If you go into my MSRB, if you go into my playlist called municipal, either MSRB or Municipal Securities Rulemaking Board, I have a video on it. I explain it very easily. And it's really one question. Okay. Now, future value, we'll say future value is if you invest money now, say we invest whatever we invest now, okay, what it's going to be worth in the future. Okay. So let's say I invest $800 now. Okay. $800 now. And I think I'm going to earn, and to get future value after say 2 years, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Say I have a future value and I go, what is the future value? How do we figure that out? I mean, I give you a very basic way so it makes it easy to understand. So the future value is if we invest money now, what's it going to be in the future? So let's say in 2 years, and at 4%. So if I invest $800 now for 2 years at 4%, what is it going to be worth in the future? That is the future value. So this is what we do. Super easy. Now, I have to close this a little bit. So now, where's my calculator? There it is. Okay. Now, if I have $800 and I'm earning 4%, I'm going to do 8. Now remember this is how you do it. 800 times 1.04. Where the hell did they get that number from, Ken? What the hell? Just throwing magic numbers out. So here's the thing. I take the decimal. Can we at least agree that if it's a 4% return, that's 0.04? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one decimal in front of it. So 1.04. 4% is 1.04. So I'm going to do 800 times 1.04. That's going to give me 832. So after 1 year, it's worth $832. That's where it's expected to be, okay? And then let's do it again, times 1.04. That's going to give me 865. So 832 times 1.04 equals 865. So that's my future value, okay? Okay. 865, okay? Good. So that's my future value. So future value, and again, you probably 99% chance you won't have to do this. 99% chance you will not have to do that. Okay. I'm just leaving it there in case you have to. Now, if I want future value, I need the present value, I need the time, and I need the interest rate or the internal rate of return. Look at that. We're covering everything. So if I want the future value, I need the present value, the interest rate, and the IRR, and the number of years. That's what I need, okay? Now, what if I want present value, okay? So I have a number in the future. So I'm going to say I need, where are we? I don't know what my present value is, but I know I have a future value. Like I know that I need, where's my thing? $1,000 in the future. So I need $1,000 in the future. The question is, at a 4% return, how much do I have to invest now to get to that number? Okay. So again, this is more for 65, 66, not the 7. So if you're taking the SA or 7, go get a coffee, get a drink, go to the bathroom, play with your dog, sleep with your wife or husband, whatever. Girlfriend, I don't care. So now, boyfriend, now. You notice I'm only giving you a couple minutes for that. That's just some experience, right? Okay, so now, $1,000 is my future value. And I'm earning 4%. So I'm going to do the same thing, but divide this time. 1,000 divided by 1.04. Now remember, the actual CFAs use a more complicated formula, but this gets you right about there. So I'm going to do 1,000 divided by 1.04. It gives me, after 1 year, it should be, if we will back 1 year, that's going to be 961. But I want to do 2 years again, right? So I'm going to take the 961 and then divide by 1.04 again, and that gives me 924. So if I put in $1,000, if I need $1,000 in 2 years, and I can earn 4%, my present value or the expected price is going to be $924. And you can watch this again later if you don't get it. I have videos on this. So to get present value, you need the future value of 1,000 or whatever it is here, and then the number of years and the rate of return. That's how you get present value. Now, here's the magic part. What if you do the math and you go, oh, I need $1,000, so I need to deposit 900 now. So really, if you look at a zero coupon bond remember, say you have a zero coupon that expires or matures in 2 years at $1,000. What should the price of the bond be back now? So in this case, doing this math, the expected price is $924, which is wonderful. Okay. But what if the expected price is $924, but what if the actual price is only $900? So it's expected and worth $924, but you get to pay $900 for it. That's a really good thing. You're getting at a discount. So that's going to be what they call a positive NPV. That's a positive NPV because you're buying it for less than the market value or the present value. Now, on the other side, if it was actually 950 and it's supposed to be 924, well, that's you're paying too much. Okay. So that would be a negative NPV, and you probably shouldn't do the investment. It's not much harder than that. You will not even have to do the damn math. You just need to understand this stuff. Okay. I hope that helped a little. Okay. So now, Lisa, how are you? Okay. Okay. Hope that helped, guys, with the stuff. Now, one more thing on that. When you're thinking about CAPM and modern portfolio theory, you can keep reading on it. I have a video called The Time Value of Money. And then if you really want to hear about it, go watch my Quick and Dirty. It should explain it a little bit. Okay. Hope that whoever asked that on the present value, and Ben, I hope you didn't leave yet. I'm going to get to you. Okay. Okay. Now, I do have videos on that, and I can't go through all of it, but oh, boom, thank you. Okay, so understand, Lisa, I love having you on here. So now she's gonna be taking it very soon. Now, oh, let me unshare. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to talk to you in 1 second. So now, and then I'm going to go over for Farhanas. Okay, so now, CAPM is about measuring risk and reward. Okay, go watch. Here's the thing. Go watch my show. Aiden, see you Thursday. Thank you for coming on. Go, Redina, go find my quick and 66 quick and dirty video. It'll really help you a lot. And then whatever you don't get, I'll do on Thursday at the live if you don't mind. But remember, beta is a multiplier. Remember that. I'll do the beta real quick. Beta is a multiplier. So if you have a beta of this is for the this would be could be on this SIE, the 6, the 7, 65 or 66. Literally everything but the 63 and maybe even that. Okay. Beta is a multiplier. So if you have a beta of 1.5, it's multiplying. Remember that. And the market goes up 10%. What are you expected to do? You're going to do 10, the market return of 10 times 1.5. So that gives you 15%. So that's your risk adjusted return in a way. That's beta. Okay. Beta is a multiplier. It measures market risk. Okay. The market. So it's going to be beta. It's going to be the market risk times beta. So if you have a beta of more than 1, you'll be more volatile than the market. If you have a beta of less than 1, you're less volatile than the market. Okay. Hope that helps. Okay. And I have a whole thing on the quick and dirty. Okay. Now, Ben, where are you? I know you're here, but okay. And guys, if you do my margin videos, okay, if you do my margin videos, you're really going to see, okay. Yes, Regina, yes. That's exactly right. And what if it's a beta of 0.8? Okay. So Ben, here's the thing. So how much time, so don't do long days, okay? So if you can do the morning, that's the morning, right? So before I answer this question, Ben, I need you to tell me, can you study before work? Can you study during work? Can you study after? If you can study before work or during work, that's the awesome part. But what you should do is you take it at the end of the month. Hope you've read everything already. Usually, if you haven't, you need to just take a break and read the rest of the book. You have to do that, okay? Now, God, you know what? I think it'll be in the app. I don't know if it's sinus infection or something. And the problem is I can't take the decongestant yet, I don't think, because I don't want to fall asleep on this thing. Okay, so Ben, you're gonna do it before. Okay, let's do. But here's the thing: if you can do it before work, I don't know, you're gonna hate this number, but get up at like 5 or 5:30, study for 2 hours, go to work, and then don't do anything at night. That's the thing. Don't do anything at night. If guys, and this is what I say, I'm a big on the whole morning study. You know that. I've done videos on it. I've done all that shorts. I've been yelling at people. What I want you to remember: if you study in the morning, do not study at night. If you study in the morning, yes, Aiden, I agree. I've had so many people, like my most badass student is Amy Thomas. I told her once, I said, you should study in the morning. She took that to heart and she nailed the 65. She started a group. She had girls meeting with her on Zoom groups at 5:30 in the morning. And there's two things. So, Ben, this is what you do. In the morning, study. And then at night, and if you really feel like studying at night, Tracy, did that help? Did I answer your question? I don't remember. So if you're going to do something at night, watch videos. My videos, preferably, but whatever. Okay. Because I won't put you to sleep. but you also can't wear. They're not safe for work in some places, so you have to wear earbuds. Okay. Yes, Radina, you nailed it, 100%. Okay. Now, and by the way, see how the present value, future value, guys, isn't that hard. Okay, it's not brain surgery. You just got to get your head, you wrap your head around it. Okay. Now, yeah, because the only reason I'm semi good at it. Okay. Boom. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Oh, there, I got it. I'm telling you, the math is good if you can do math. That's the problem. The 65 and 66 is not a lot of math. Okay, back to this, Ben. You know I'm ADD, so you got to deal with the chaos, right? What makes me so fun? Um, if you are a studying in the morning, and if you haven't read, get on the reading bed. If you have, then you do take a test in the morning, and then either not during work, but maybe after work. I'm not a fan of that, so maybe then the next morning you review it. Or if you take a test in the morning, review it before you go to work. Go from there. Give yourself 2 hours if you can. If you do that, you'll be fine. Because I'm telling you right now, studying in the morning, game changer. Okay. Your score will pop by 5 to 10 points just because you're awake and not tired and not miserable. And let's think about it. Even if you study for 2 hours in the morning and then you're busy all day, you still had a good day of studying, and you can go home and you can rest your freaking brain. That's the big thing here. If you study it, because let me walk through what your life is like, right? Go to bed, wake up in the morning miserable, get ready, go to work all day, come home, study from 6 till 10, whatever it is, fall asleep, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I would blow my brains out if I did that. I shouldn't say that. Okay. Okay. So it's a whatever it is, I took the sinus thing. I was feeling drowsy earlier. So that's what I think I have a Sudafed, but it's with sinus. So I don't know if that puts me out or not. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'm just old and tired because I went to bed at like 3 a.m. and I had a 7 a.m. student, so that might have something to do with it. But I forgot I had a 7 a.m. student because he wants to meet before. Totally fine. I'm cool with it. But I really need to go to sleep earlier. I was trying to watch it everything all at once, and it's pretty good. But you got to be awake and aware and pay attention. Just throwing it out there. So now, morning's good, and then on the weekends, try to bump it to 3 or 4 hours on the weekends in the morning. That's the way to do it, my man. That's the way to do it. Okay. Boom. Okay. If you're a morning person, yes. Okay. There you go. Whiskey. That works. I like that. I like that even better. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just and but make sure you have the night times to yourself so your brain can kind of relax. It's a muscle. You gotta, I mean, like look at me, but I give rest right now. I'm kidding. So you gotta give yourself a rest once in a while. Your brain has to get a rest. Okay. Again, I don't it's not one chapter, but investment vehicles screws a lot of people up. Nobody is, Becky. I mean, you can do it. That's fine. But if you're not tired, like this is what I figure. Everyone who says, I guess I'm a night owl, but and if you, but that's fine. But just understand, it's going to be a little harder. I mean, you could try one week. Try 1 week studying in the morning. See if it changes. Okay. You can flip the script. Okay. Again, the underwriting spread is not that big on this test. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, I know. So that's why I tell everyone. So if you do, this is my big thing. When you see a question, you have a couple choices. Either read the answers first and then read the question if it's really long one, or read the entire thing and don't try to solve it. Read the entire thing, read the four choices, because there's definitely times if you take a question, right? So there's definitely times that when you're reading a question and you think it's one thing, and then when you get to the answers, you're like, whoa, that's not what I was thinking. Or you don't understand what they're asking until you read the answers, right? So sometimes you're reading the stuff and you go, I don't know what they're saying. And then you read the answers and you go, oh, that makes a difference. Okay. It really does. Sometimes reading the answers really makes a difference sometimes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, people. That's the thing with the 66 and 65. Everyone thinks it's all this freaking math. It's not. It's not all that math. It's much more about understanding the theories of present value of Sharpe ratio. Yeah, you may have to do it. So on the 66 and 65, which seem to be where we're going. Okay. Oh, there we go. I got somebody else on here. So now, um, Lisa Otto, I'll get to you in 1 second. Okay, so now, in the 66 and 65, the only math you might have to do is like, okay, so you might have to do an earnings per share or a P ratio. You might have to do a total return. You might have to do a tips one, or the very basic present value, future value, like I did. You might have to do that. Okay. 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 So don't sweat it too much for the SIE, Lisa. But let me show you something. So it's much more about much more about understanding it. So the big thing here, well, look neat. Okay. Oh, so Moist Cow, that's a great fucking name, by the way. Okay. Um, they might ask about like, do you have to have a plan in place, stuff like that. Or they might, the question I got was taking down names and addresses of all the people who put their clients who open accounts with you is an example for what thing. Okay. Okay. Yes, Debris, it could be. It could be stuff like, so if they say they're taking the names of the customers as they sign in, is that privacy? Is that cybersecurity? Is that AML? It's AML, by the way. So you just have to know that you have to have policies and procedures in place. That's what they're going to do to handle the privacy, cybersecurity, hacking, all that stuff. So like one question somebody may have gotten on cybersecurity, well, not cybersecurity, I guess it was on like holding records. They wanted to use a free resource. Okay. Yeah, Benito, I'm telling you, morning study will make a big difference. They got a question like, can they use a free cloud server? And the answer is yes, as long as it meets all. There's no SEC doesn't approve this shit, right? So as long as it meets the data encryption, the easy retrieval, all the security protocols it meets, then you're fine using anyone you want. Okay. Now, the big thing here on options, okay, especially for the SIE, okay, okay. It's a great name. I'm sure there's something in there. I'd love to after you pass, I'd love to hear what that means. Okay, so now, or maybe we don't want to know. Maybe you're out in that. Maybe it's what do they say? Where the men are men and the sheep are scared. Okay, so now, buy 100 IBM at 50. Okay, buy 100 IBM. Really? He says he did. Okay, so now, buy 100 IBM at 50. What do I want to happen? What do I want to happen when I buy stock? I want it to go down. Young investor. Boom. That's awesome. Oh, the data security one? That's awesome. Okay. Now, if I buy 100 shares of IBM at 50, what do I want to happen? I want the stock to go up. So I'm bullish. I'm afraid it's going to go down. So I'm either going to buy at IBM 45 put at 3. I'm making it up. That's one thing. If I want protection, I buy a put. Or I can sell one IBM 55 call at 3. Okay. So if I want income, if I'm long stock, there's only two choices: buy puts or sell calls. Okay. So if I belong stock and I want income, I'm going to sell a call. And if I want protection, I buy a put. So here's the one thing they might ask you: break even. I don't know if they will, but they may. Remember, whenever it's hedging, remember this, guys. Whenever there's stock and an option, whenever there is stock and an option, okay, it's always going to be stock price plus or minus premium. Okay, stock price plus or minus premium. The question is, and it's a stock, not the strike. So it's this 50 here that we're doing. Okay, it's where you bought the stock. Okay, or sold it. So it's this, and it's going to be plus or minus this. How do I know if I'm adding or subtracting? Well, if it's the same action, if it's two buys, no, that works. Young investor, that's for an option on its own. If you're right. So it's call up, put down for an option on its own. It's literally the opposite for when it's a stock. But if it's the same action, a buy, or a sell, you're going to add. So the break even for this is 53. Okay. Now, so if it's a buy and a buy, you're going to add them. If it's a sell and a sell, you add. Now, let me go back to this. Now, let's say I want income. Bring this. Oh, I don't want to erase it. I want income. Okay, that's fine. I think I saw that. Okay, now, so I buy 150. You just copy paste unless you're on the phone. Maybe it doesn't work. Okay, buy 150, and then when income is going to sell a call at 3. So how do I know? I know I'm going to do stock plus or minus premium. So since they're different, I'm going to subtract. It's going to be the stock minus the premium, not the strike. So this break even is 47. Boom. I hope that helps a little bit. Where are you, Lisa? Hope that helps a little bit, Lisa. Again, the SIE, not that big a deal. It's not going to be killing you. Okay. That's probably deeper. Okay. So now she emailed me a question. Let me get to it. Okay. By the way, hold on. By the way, yes. Sometimes you get, so some people get 10 or 12, some people get 30 or 40. Boom. I hope that helps. Good. I'm glad. Just remember, if you're long stock, you can only sell a call or buy a put. And if you're short stock, you can only buy a call or sell a put. So let's see if we have a connection. Long stock is bullish, you do bearish options. Short stock is bearish, you do bullish options. Okay. So yeah, here's the thing. I think that's on the high end, but you want that. I'm telling you right now, you want as many option questions as you want, because that's going to be the killer. That's going to be the easy ones. Okay. Young investor, I'm so happy. Okay. I'm so happy with you. Okay. I'm so happy for that. 1 down, 2 to go, baby. Right. We're going to get there. It seems like the first one seems to be the hardest, only because you're learning new languages and shit like that. Okay. Now, okay. Let me get to her question. Let me see. Where's my email? Do I have email open? No, probably not. Hey, no growling. So now I know who Jane Doe is. Okay. So now, okay. Let me do the math on this first. Boy, you'd love to give the hard ones on here. Okay, hold on. So, you guys talk about yourself while I try to make sure I got this, because I don't want to give you guys bad answers. Okay. We have here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do a question that's similar to that. I'm going to bring it up. Okay, I'm going to use that one instead of this because it's almost the same thing. Let me get that. Okay. And it's not. And this is a really good chance it's on here. Okay, so hold on. Here we go. So I'm going to put a question up here that we can all work on. Hold on. There we go. Oh, got it. Yeah, you'll get there. Achievable. Sometimes here's the thing. I love achievable. Sometimes they go a little too deep on questions. Okay. So this is going to be yeah, I think that it's funny they sort of are. Okay, Regina, I'm going to put a video in here, okay? Yeah, I agree. Options are definitely heavy on the 7. Okay. So I'm going to go on. So everyone take a look at number 64. Everyone start working on 64. I'm going to find the video for Regina with the stop orders. It's not big and I have it. Okay. So Regina, here's this slobs over bliss. It'll really help. Okay. 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 Good. Okay, Daniel. Well, everyone's working on this problem, and I'm going to work through it. Danielle. Okay. So, yes, I think you do tests every day until the Yeah, I can work on that. So, Lisa, I say I don't, but I don't believe I'm stuttering. I don't believe in taking tests the day before. So if you're taking it Friday, you take tests till Wednesday. If you're taking it Wednesday, you take tests till Monday. No test the day before. Maybe you do a little quizzes in the morning, but it's the day before is about adding knowledge and stuff like that. Because here's my thing: if you take a test on the day before and you get a bad score, you're screwed for the next day, right? You're not going to be able to. You're going to be like so in your. You'll be so in your head. Okay, so let's get on to my question. Okay. So here's the thing, Jeremy. Okay, so Jeremy, good. I like everyone's working on it. Okay. So upper 60s on Kaplan, and that you're probably in good shape. But if there's any two section, and past perfect is way too fucking deep. If any, the two sections you really got to know: investment risk, like the interest rate risk, all that stuff. Okay, and then yeah, true. If you guys have SDC, Crunch Time Facts is going to help, and I think Achievable has the same thing. So Kaplan has an exam tips, Notman has class summary. STC has Crunch Time Facts, and Achievable has something too. And I even think Training Consultants has a little thing like this. But back to this. So, Jeremy, you're 6 days away. That's good. Focus on investment risks and what the registered rep can and can't do. Okay, so let's go to my question here. Where are we? Okay, so everyone has to do the math with me. Okay, so now customer owns 4,700 shares of ABC, 5% cumulative preferred, $25 par value, dividend on a quarterly basis. Okay, ABC has not paid dividends on these shares for the last 5 quarters, but is profitable again. How much does ABC owe the customer in back dividends? So first thing you have to do is find out what the dividend is. So you're going to do 5% of $25. Okay, you're going to do 5% of 25. Okay, so what's that? That's going to be $1.25. So then that's how much it pays per dividend. Now the next thing is, so that's per year. So now you have to figure out how much you're going to pay for per quarter. So it's going to be $1.20. Just make sure. So you do 25 times 5% equals $1.25. Divide that by 4 to get how much each dividend is going to be. That's 31 and a quarter cents. But then we missed 5. Remember, we missed 5 months. Okay, so we have to do 5 quarters. So we have to do 31 and a quarter cents times 5. That equals $1.56. Okay, and then how many shares do we own? Times 4,700 is 7,343. So the answer is C as in Charlie. Who changed their answer? Who changed it at C and then changed it to Moist Cow? Did you do that? Oh no. Okay. So let me walk through that again. We have a 5% cumulative preferred. So if it's a non-cumulative, we wouldn't own shit. Okay. So non-cumulative preferred. Okay. So we have cumulative. We owe $25 par value, 5%. So that means it's going to be $1.25 per year. But then remember, we did 5 quarters. So we can either do, it's too complicated to do the other way, but let's just do $1.25 divided by 4. That's per dividend. So that's going to be 31 and a quarter cents per dividend. So then we owe 5 quarters. So we're going to do 5 times 31.25. That gives us whatever, 156. And then we did 4,700 shares. So they owe us $7,343. You can watch this again tomorrow if you're not sure of that. Boom. Okay. Hope that helped a little. Now. Okay. Again, make sure you go over the investment risks and what the register can and can't do. That's going to be big. Okay. Now. Daryl, boom. I know you will. Positive vibes. Why are you on here? Go get some sleep, Daryl. Get the fuck off my live. You need to go get some sleep. Yeah, dividends are quarterly, unless they say otherwise, okay? Dividends are quarterly unless they say otherwise, okay? You always think they're quarterly unless they say otherwise. Remember that, okay? Okay. And it says in the question, dividends are paid on a quarterly basis, okay? Daryl, you got it. Make sure you do one little quick review of the investment risk and get some sleep. And even watch my quick and dirty, but get some sleep. That's more important, okay? Oh, got it. I hear you. But get them with you, right? If you have puppies, you can sleep with them. You know what I mean? Sleep with them on top of you, and then they'll put you right to sleep. Nothing's better than a bunch of sleeping puppies, right? Okay. Now we got this. Okay. So I'll do it real quick. Okay. I'm going to do an overview. I do have a video on this. Okay. Hold on, Zach. That's awesome. Congrats. I am so happy for you. That is really awesome. I am so happy for you. Okay. That's awesome. Okay. Now, Yeah, that's true. That could be okay. You're gonna nail it. Let me go back to this one. Okay. I'm gonna give you a quick overview, but after this is over, go watch my 63 quick and dirty. Okay. Okay. Yes, Megan. If you are long stock, that's bullish, so you can only do bearish options. Oh, right. And again, and then if you're short stock, which is bearish, you can only do bullish options. But if you want to think about it, if it's break, yeah, I think that's what you mean. So if I'm long stock, which is bullish, I do bearish options. Buy put for protection, sell call for income. If I'm short stock, which means what's a stupid question? No stupid questions. Short stock, you're either it's if you're short stock, you're bearish. So you do bullish options, buy call, sell puts. Okay. I'm taking the 66 tomorrow. Make sure you watch my 63 quick and dirty. Ask away. There are no such thing as stupid questions. Well, some are, but let's go with no for now. It's a risky move. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if he gets away with it. Okay. So let's talk about it. Oh, I'm glad how. So now broker dealers, what do? They yeah, a little bit, but not much. Jameson, not that much. It's not enough to buy a new one, right? So you always want to buy the newest one, but there's not enough to change it from 10th and 11th. As long as it's not from like 20 from like 1980 or something like that. As long as it's from like 2022 to 2022 and on, or 2021 and on, you're probably fine. Maybe some of the retirement stuff is different, but not that much. Okay. Now, so let's go through broker dealers. Where do they register? I'm going to go through this, but watch my quick and dirty before you go to bed or in the morning. Broker dealers, they register SEC, FINRA, and the state. All three. They do not register if they don't have a place of business. They don't have or retail clients. Okay. They do not register if they have a place of if they have a no place of business and no retail clients. Okay. So if they have, so remember, no office, no register, no retail. Right. No office, no register, no retail. That's what I say to everyone. Okay. Good. Now, agent, and now if a Canadian broker dealer, as long as they're dealing with existing clients and they don't move to to states, as long as they're visiting, they don't have to register. Remember, broker dealer is not an IA unless they start charging for the wrap fee. I'm going to go through quick, so make sure you're paying attention, Megan. Not Megan. Where are you? Oh, it's right there, Kiara. Okay, make sure you're listening to me, okay? Because I'm not gonna, I can't do it twice because my brain doesn't work that way. Agents are individuals. Remember, agents are individuals. They only register with FINRA and the state. Okay, they only register FINRA and the state. They actually don't have that no office, no rule, no office, no retail, no register. But the rule is if the broker dealer is exempt, so are they. Okay, so I have a bunch of register reps. They're not registered in any state other than where we are and where they live. Okay. So agents register FINRA in the state. They only register where they either have an office or office or retail client. Now let's add a little caveat to that. If you're an agent of an issuer, not an agent of a broker dealer, agent of an issuer. Okay, if you're an agent of an issuer, you do not have to register in the states if you're selling exempt security. Yours. So if you're working for an issuer and you are working for an exempt issuer or doing exempt transactions, you will not have to register as long as you're not getting commission. So I'll say that again. If you work for an agent, if you work for an issuer, not a broker dealer, an issuer, and the issuer is either exempt or it's an exempt transaction, you won't have to register in the states unless you're getting compensated for it like a commission. Boom. Okay. Now remember, SEC does not register individuals. The SEC does not register individuals ever. Okay. See, you know what works? I mumble, but I say things twice, so it helps. On the IA side, remember, an IA is always a firm. It's just like a broker dealer is a firm. An IA is a firm that gives advice. Okay. An IA is a firm that gives advice on securities. That's still ABC, advice, business compensation. Where do they register? Well, they register either the SEC or the state, never both. Again, the states, SIAs register either SEC or the states, never both. If they're between 0 and 100 million under management, it's state only. Unless, of course, they're in 15 states or more, then they're allowed to register with the SEC. Between 100 to 110 million, they get to choose. Over 110, they have to register with the SEC. Also have to register with SEC if they're managing a mutual fund. Like if they're the advisor for a mutual fund, they got to register with the SEC. There's two exceptions to this. If you're a private fund advisor and under 150 million, you don't register, you're federally covered. You don't have to register anywhere, but you do have to report your financials to the SEC. But once you hit 150, you have to register with the SEC. A venture capital, if you're advising a venture capitalist advisor, you are the venture capitalist advisor. You never have to register with the SEC ever. Okay. Yes. I think mid 70s is good. And I do think that Achievable ramped up their questions a little bit. So I think they're harder now. But yes. So if you're in this mid 70s, you're fine. I just jumped off to I almost said now Michelle. I apologize. To work with Michelle. Oh, now. Next. I'm gonna get into one of these days, I'm gonna get in fucking trouble. I know it. Okay. Now, oh fuck it. I've been saying bad shit my whole life. Thank God for no social media when I was a kid. Now on the IAR. Now here's back to this. If you're a federal covered advisor, you never register with the state ever, unless your assets go below 90 million, and then you're not going to get them back up. If it goes down and can't get it up, get Viagra or go to the state. Now, if I am a state level advisor and I have either an office or more than 5 clients, or they call 6 and more than 5 or 6 or more clients or an office, I would have to register on the state level. But if I'm a federal covered advisor, I just have to notice file. So remember, federal covered advisors, if they would meet the definition of an IA, which means office or place of business, or more than 5 clients, they would have to notice file in the state, not register. Next one, IAR is the individual. They only register with the state. Oh, we see a pattern. SEC does not register individuals. The IAR registers state only. If they have an office or more than 5 clients, they have to register. If they don't have either, then they don't. The last one, if you're an IAR for a federally covered advisor, if you're an IAR for a federally covered advisor, then you only register if you have a place of business. So again, I'll say that you're an IAR for a state advisor, either office or more than 5 clients, you have to register. If the IAR for a federal covered advisor, you only register where you have a place of business. The rant. Okay. And you can watch that again in slow motion on my Series 63 Quick and Dirty. Boom. Okay. Guys, if you like what you're hearing, please hit a like and subscribe, whatever. You should be subscribed because you can only comment if you're a subscriber. I apologize. But you know why I do that? I didn't do it today because usually that keeps the porn and the spam out. Because if I don't do that, and people find the lives and they just drop shit in there hoping somebody will click on it. But if I do the subscriber thing, they at least have to subscribe and sit there for 5 minutes before they can post. So many free resources out there, right? Brian Lee has stuff you can buy. He has some good stuff, videos and stuff like that. His options are great. I think mine are the best, but they're just different. Okay. Daryl, yeah, get the hell off here. Boom, you're going to got this. I expect Thursday to have some good news from you, okay? Now, if you need tutoring, I'm here, series7exam.org. I teach basically 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I take days off for lacrosse when I ref, and then my son's playing. Like that's why tomorrow I'm not teaching much because he's playing out in Misericordia, like Dallas, Pennsylvania, wherever the hell that is. I saw Dallas at first. I'm like, oh, I'm going. And then it was only Dallas, Pennsylvania. Do you know, never mind, there's a joke about Philly in there, but I'm not going to do it. If you need tutoring and I'm too freaking expensive, Michael Weiss is awesome. He's at series7examtutor.com. If that doesn't work, yeah, I think that works. Those are good. Free resources, right? We have the Facebook group, the Finder Exam group, which has 4,000 people in it. We have the Series 65, 66 group with 2,000 people in it. And Ivy, good night. I'll see you next Sunday, right? Okay. I'm coming. I'll come to Texas. Somebody wants me to come out to Boise. I don't know what's in Boise, but I'd love to go. I've never been there. Don't forget the link that's scrolling across the bottom. That is a coalition to help people. That you go in there if you have a problem with expungement or anything like that, you'll get advice. If you have questions about your registrations, you'll get advice. Okay, Abby, you're gonna nail it. We're gonna be fine. We're all gonna knock this shit out of the park, right? Daryl's gonna get it. Everyone take it in the next 2 days or so. We're gonna nail this thing. Okay. Oh, and then the last thing before you go, the memberships. Okay. Yes, Kiara. Yes, 100% right. Now, real quick rundown on my. You guys can leg off, but my memberships, real quick. For really cheap, it's like $4-6. You can watch the my Sunday night classes, the replays. Okay. Then the next level up is $20 or $19.99. It's all my options videos. If you're taking the SI or 6, don't pay a dime. But if you're taking the 7, the options things you'll be. I had a guy cry in my office. It's amazing how he used it. Okay, boom. So I got that. So now So the next thing is the next one up is a $25 thing. That's a serious study thing. That's where you get the options plus the membership replays. Plus, we have Sunday night classes. We have a 6 p.m. one for the 65, 66. We have a 7 p.m. one for the 6 and 7. That is at 7 p.m. And then the next level up, well, I'm really ripping you off, is $50 a month. And it's a weekly option class every Sunday night. I have so many people sign up for that and nobody comes in. There's like maybe 5 or 6 people. So many people signed up for it and they watch the replay the next day. I think that's what it is. But it's a really good option class. We just go over strict option questions, what they want. I have enough people that I think I'm going to split it to have basic and then non-basic people on there. Okay. 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 No, if you're in 2 hours for the 66, you're probably okay. But I mean, if you're hitting into the 2.5 hours, you're cutting it close, right? So if you can get yourself to exactly 2 hours each time, you're fine. So remember, so the reason sometimes people take longer on the real exam is because they have because they double think, they overthink, and they really try to outthink themselves. Remember, the exam is here's the one thing, guys, anyone taking the test, don't look for the tricks. If an answer looks right, answer it. So Young, what do you want to learn about? The FinPro thing? I don't know. So and by the way, like I said, in our coalition, we're drafting a letter to FINRA right now to really change some shit around. Hopefully we can get some pull because the people on this board are. I'm the idiot on this board. This board is strong people. I'm absolutely the idiot on the board. Okay. I am overwhelmed by the people that I'm dealing with there. So now, try to get your timing down to 2 hours. But the problem is everyone goes on and they overthink and they double think and they're looking for tricks. There are a lot of questions on the exams where the answer seems on the nose because it's the right answer. So you got to pay attention to that. If the answer is right, don't not pick an answer because it looks too right. There's sometimes they lay shit up for you, but if you read the question 2 or 3 times and you found the accept question and you didn't find anything in there, answer it and we got that. Okay. Okay. I think I nailed all the questions. So this $25 one is Sundays, and you get to replays, and you get options if you want to watch them, but you don't need to because every level up gets everything below it. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I think that works. That option one is pretty fucking cheap, $50 a month. I mean, I don't know how many. I mean, there's so many people on it. I mean, I have dozens of people on it. And only some people show up. Okay. Yeah, they do. So 10 of them are fake, and you don't know which ones are fake. So that's another thing. What I think is interesting is that people. They come in, well, I got 94 questions out of 140. I said, what was your percentage? Well, it's 68. Then it's not enough. It doesn't matter whether it's 100 questions or 30 questions or a million. The percentage is what matters, not how many you get right. Okay. That's what you have to think of. Okay. Yeah, they mean nothing to you. They don't help you. If you get those 10 right and get every question wrong, you get a 0. They don't help you at all. They can't push you over the top. It's not like if you get them right, they say, oh, you were close, we'll give it to you. They're not happens. Now, here's the thing. I think I mentioned it earlier. If you fail the exam, I don't like to use the word fail too much, but if you miss on the exam, that's a much better word. If you miss, my advice to you is read the book. And I got some guy on Reddit who took the test once, right? Was saying, no, you should just, and I said this, I said, don't act like you missed it by a couple points, act like you missed it by 30 points. So you study everything. And I said, read the entire book cover to cover. And the person answers, yes, I agree. But I think you shouldn't read questions on the stuff you're good at, but then only read stuff on the stuff you're struggling with. Here's why that puts my kids through college, that attitude. Understand, if you take the test and miss by 5 or 6 points, just certain sections you're good on, certain you're bad on. It's 30 days. It's not a day or two. So if you focus mostly on the bad shit, what's going to happen is your bad shit will go up and the good shit will go down, and then you'll fail again, and then you're paying me. Okay. So the goal is to put me out of business. That's your goal, is to make me do nothing and just give up on life and go work in a cubicle somewhere. Okay. So, oh God, I would die. So the point is, if you miss, you need to rebook. You need to get everything up, not just those 1 or 2 things. Okay. And then even then, when I explained my thing, the person said, oh, you're tutoring, so you're right, but blah, 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 blah. And it's like basically a long diatribe on why I'm wrong. So I said, you know what? I'm not arguing. If the person got my advice and hopefully he took it, or she took it and reread the book. You have 30 days. Read the fucking book. 30 days, read the damn book. If you fail or miss, God, I'm trying to get the word fail out of my vocabulary. If you Yeah, Regina, I'm telling you, I had one of my students did that, and oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. I knew there was another one. I felt in my head there was a question missing. Thank you. I will do that before we leave. I promise. So, see, patience is a virtue. You got it. Okay. So now, yes, I one of my students said they made her hand in um two tests a day after she missed, and I'm like, that didn't work the first time. So she told them that I said to do this and get another vendor and just read for the first 2 weeks. And he was like, okay, you know what, since you talked to someone else about it outside, that's fine. Like, you weren't just like, and he knew who I was. So, I mean, he heard of me, I guess. I don't know how, but he heard of me. So then he's like, okay, that's fine. So he backed off. He wasn't a jerk. He just was. Everyone's taught to take a lot of questions. So if one of your peoples says, "Oh, just take a lot of questions," don't argue with them because you'll never win. Just go, "Okay," and ignore them. Okay, so let's get on this. Here we go. So I'm going to go back on the whiteboard. So I still have it. Yeah. Okay. You guys are getting a bonus question. No, there's not an official one. Well, no, each vendor had the vendors do them. So yeah, there's no official one for each exam. It's just the vendors all do it for each exam. So FINRA doesn't endorse any of them. Okay. Okay. Now, so we have 4 dates, right? Declaration, X, record, payable. Okay, that's the DERP. Okay, everyone knows that one, whatever. That's the only one you need to know. The other ones, don't bother. It's just easier to remember the shit. So now, let's say on reading it, you can't memorize. Okay, like the SAE, some people try to just do a lot of questions, but it's not going to work. You're better off just reading it. Just life is easier. So let's say the declaration date, the day we announce, and I'm doing the whole thing because it makes you suffer. So let's say that's March 10th. Okay, on March 10th, they're going to announce a dividend for the record date. We'll say, oh, I can do it this way, right? Thursday, March 25th. I don't even know if that's right there now. So now, and then we're going to say the payable date, but nobody really cares. Okay. Boom. Okay. We'll say that's going to be April 1st, like April Fool's Day. Okay. Now, so now I look at this. I go, okay, let's get this on. We got Monday. It's so easy. There's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I said that the record date was Thursday, right? So see if I can put something here. Hold on. I thought it'd be something fun. Hold on. Here we go. We're going to put a heart above this. Okay, so a little too big, but. So this is the record day, right? Boom. This is the record day right there. Okay. Now, let's walk through this a little bit. We'll start with the first thing. So now remember, when you exercise an option, okay, when you exercise an option, it's like buying the stock. So it has the same 2 plus 2. So trading options is T plus 1, right? But if you exercise an option, it's T plus 2, okay? Remember, when you exercise, it's T plus 2. So I'm going to make you suffer, even though you probably got it now. So if you buy the stock or exercise the option on Monday, it settles on Wednesday, you get the dividend because you're bored. Now remember something. On Thursday, the transfer agent or the paying agent absolutely just go like this. They go, at the end of the day, they open up the book. Okay, they open up the book and they say, oh, who's on the list? Oh, you can't see me, so I'm making faces, right? They're going to say, who's in the list of people who owns it? If your name is on the list, you get the dividend. If your name's not on the list, you don't get the dividend. So if you buy the stock or exercise the option on Monday, they both settle on Wednesday. You're in time for the dividend. If you buy the stock or exercise on Tuesday, it settles on Thursday. You're in time to get the dividend. Okay. Now, if you buy the stock or exercise on Wednesday, you settle on Friday. You don't get the dividend. That's why that's called the X day. Did that help? Don't worry about. Remember, it's T+2. So when you exercise an option, it is literally. Oh, am I not sharing? I am sharing screen, right? Aren't I? Hold on. Okay, yeah, okay. So Lisa, did that help or don't you want me to go over it again? That helped. Okay. So remember saying when you buy stock or exercise the option, it's literally the same thing. Okay. You know, it's funny. My screen was showing on my phone that it was behind, so I didn't see the whiteboard. It was crazy. Okay. Okay. Money market's a T+1, but don't worry. Yeah, money market's a T+1, but don't worry about that. I don't think they're going to do X date on that. That's a little deep. Okay. Because here's the thing on mutual funds, the X date is whenever the mutual fund says it is. They can do the whole drip, whatever it is. A mutual fund, the X date is whenever the whenever the mutual fund says it is, and usually the X date is the day after the record date. Okay, because you buy it after, you're not getting it. That's it. Okay. I think that's a good place to stop. Not too bad, guys. Remember, go check if you like what I'm doing. Hit like, subscribe, share, or don't. If you don't like it, hit the down button. That's totally fine with me. Go check out. I just put out a video about what the Fed might do. I thought it was pretty good. I love doing this. This is my favorite night. Okay. This is the see you next week. But remember, Moist, I'm on every Tuesday, Thursday. So you can see me Thursday too. Every Tuesday, Thursday, same time I do that. Also, remember, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I have to finish out that pop-up test we're doing. Okay. Ivy, thank you. So Ivy, shoot me an email. Tell me what I was supposed to send you. I don't remember. I feel bad. Was going to say, so I might maybe tomorrow the pop-up will show up. Thank you, Reggie, Indiana. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I try to do a good job. It's the only thing I'm good at now, right? Because I was a trader, that's gone. I was a compliance officer, that's gone. So now I'm going to do this. I make more money doing this than I ever made before. Okay. So anyway, boom. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good night. Wash your hands, right? And we're good to go. See you on Thursday, right? Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Be there or